Hey Power Ranger fans, Dave here. I got this new Stegosawrus Zord that I just picked up. It's part of the last wave of Zords and action figures for the Super Ninja Steel toy line. This is a one-off kind of Zord that's from Power Rangers, made by Saban. Sometimes, in Power Rangers, Saban makes action figures and Zords sometimes that aren't actually in the show, but they make them in comparison to. They have similar colors, and it might be kind of close to what some of the other Zords are, and stuff like that. So basically, you have this kind of mixed, kind of dark blue, kind of purple, and orange coloring with some gold and some flames here. And then you have over here, it's like an open packaging, so kids in the store can try it out when they're there. And this is the shows like a try me mode here, where when you push down the tail, it spins on top. So hence the saw in the toy line. And let's take a quick look at the box. And you can see here you have like Super Ninja Steel, Stegosawrus. Nothing on the side of the box. And you can take a quick look at the back of the box, which has, it shows a good picture here of the Stegosawrus with the action feature where it's showing it in motion here spinning. And then it also shows over here that on the front, this Stegosawrus Zord can actually have one of the Power Rangers riding it, where there's like these little handlebars here, and he can ride on the back of it by sitting on the tail. And then it also shows here where you can combine it with the Megazord here. And it also shows here a different Zord that's also with this one that came out at the same time, and this is the Tiger Cannon Zord. I did pick that one up also, so I'll probably be reviewing that in the short to near future. So let's turn it back around to the front of the box. And let's get this guy out of the box and see how cool he really is. Okay, so here we are back with the Stegosawrus out of the package. And it did come with these small page of diagrams that come with it. And it shows here it out of the package, and it also shows you where to press for the feature, what it does. It also has a feature where the head moves up and down. And then it kind of shows here the Super Ninja Steel action figures. They basically showing you how you align the legs and hands so that you can fit them on the handlebars on the back of the dinosaur. And then down here it shows the Ninja Steel Megazord here, and how you can combine it here. But how it basically came out at the end of the line, you would want to kind of combine it with the Blaze Megazord, because that has a lot more of the flame details and stuff that came out. So let's take a look at the Stegosawrus and some of the details that are on it and some of its articulation. So here we have it has this nice kind of hologram decal here. You can see it's flickers kind of when it's in the light, and it's kind of speckled. That appears to be a sticker. And around here it's kind of painted in this nice gold color, and then you have this like dark blue color here, kind of purple. And the legs don't move at all, so it's kind of fixed in this position standing there. And when you turn around to the back, they did actually put the sticker on the other side, which is good. And here you see some of the screw holes, which is not that pretty, but... And then right here you have the port for the Zord builder, where you can connect it to the Megazord. And you can kind of turn it this way, and you can see a front of the Stegosawrus, where let's get a close look up at the head of him. And you can see it has some nice gold paint here on the face, and then some silver on the beak here. And it's all paint. It's all one solid orange paint, orange plastic. And then down through here it's orange paint. And again, you can see here that you have this little second tail here where there's like a spike coming out, that again when you push it down you get that spinning action, And actually, it is pretty neat. Like, the more that you press it, the faster it will go. And if you stop it, it stops pretty easily, so kids won't really get injured or anything like that from it. I don't know what the ages are on it. It said, it does say ages 4 and up, so, you know, I guess you would want to be careful of smaller kids. Maybe somehow they could get their hair caught in it, so just be careful of something like that. So again, the legs don't move at all. The tail does move, but that's part of the action feature where it moves up and down. But again, you get this up and down motion of the head. Nothing on the bottom, just all molded plastic. It's a pretty solid Zord. It's kind of like a harder plastic, so it's not really going to break too much, even if like kids accidentally drop it or something like that. So let's just set them down for a minute. And let's bring in one of the Super Ninja Steel action figures. This is the Yellow Ranger in his Battleize mode with the armor on top here. So I guess you just have to kind of adjust the arms forward like that so that you can get him in kind of like a motorcycle position. And then you can kind of set it like this. And it's pretty easy. Goes on there pretty easily. And there you go, just like that. That's pretty cool. It has at least it has another playability feature to it, as where some Zords in the past, basically they either combine with the Megazord or they don't. But this one with Ninja Steel, they kind of tried to beef it up a little bit with a lot of the Zords by adding some extra playability with the Power Rangers basic figures and stuff like that. So that's basically it for the Stegosawrus Zord. I would recommend getting it for like kids who like dinosaurs or who are watching the Super Ninja Steel TV show, or any kind of collectors that like any kind of Power Ranger stuff, who are looking to kind of, it's not in the show, but maybe they like the Zords to complete the whole series of what came out. So let's just bring in a couple other different things. Actually, I'm going to bring them in because I do like this Zord. That's why I kind of picked it up, because I did like the series Super Ninja Steel before, or Dino Charge. So, and this kind of goes along with it also. So here's Rexy from Dino Supercharge or Dino Charge, and you can kind of see how that kind of measures up to him. And the plastics are kind of the same, so it does have a good look to it. So you can, you know, again, you have the Zord builder compatible. So, you know, this Zord can also clip on to the Dino Charge Megazord and create an arm or something like that. So you can see here, it does have a good size comparison. Here's the Rexy, like I said, and what else do we have here? Here's kind of like the Raptor Zord from Dino Supercharge, and you can kind of see that there, how that goes. So it's pretty neat. So again, you can kind of combine them with any kind of series, because this one didn't come out in the show, so it doesn't really specifically go with it. So let's just kind of pull those out of here, put them off to the side. And then also I'll take this guy off of here and put him off to the side. So let me break out the Blaze Megazord. Okay, so here we have the Blaze Megazord that recently had come out. And he's kind of like, as you can see, it's basically the same. You have like, the coloring is orange, and then that kind of darker blue, and some of the silver mixed in. So the only kind of playability you have with this is that they're showing the directions is, you can take the Stegosawrus Zord and kind of, you take off one of the arms like that, and let's set that off to the side. That's the Piranha Zord. So it does have Zord Builder on either side of the Megazord. So you can, if you see here, here's the Zord port, and you can just kind of clip it on. Now it's a little kind of funky. I don't know if anybody's really going to do it this way or not, but that's how it basically goes. It is standing pretty easily. Well, it's a little wobbly, but it does allow you to kind of do the action feature like that and stuff like that for kids to play. It's more playability for kids, not for collectors. You can kind of aim it out like this to show it a little bit more, but then that kind of makes it top heavy, so you kind of just have to have it to the side. You can kind of turn it like this, so that way it doesn't look that great, because then you see basically the whole Stegosaurus. It would have been nicer if they allowed you to kind of, like most of the other Zords and stuff from the past, they would kind of fold the legs up and it would kind of wrap around and you wouldn't see that so much, but I think they kind of cheaped out with this one because, again, Saban's no longer taking the Power Ranger line, so I don't know if that was just like this was the last thing they were going to do or not, but it does have a pretty good look to it. Let's just kind of take that off there. Geesh, that Zord part was pretty tough there. Sometimes they're harder to get off, you know. So let's just kind of put that back together like this. Like this. And then we'll put the Piranha Zord back on. And then set that up there. It's kind of nicer like that, kind of next to him, where you're kind of having the Megazord come out, where he's in like a battle scene. And then you can kind of have the Stegosaurus Zord coming out next to him as like a auxiliary Zord to help him. So that's it for the Stegosaurus Zord. Remember to leave a like and keep watching for other videos. Until next time, see you guys later.